Morning. I tell you what, I've done it again. We started through them trees down that road a little bit, maybe a quarter of a mile away, and I've just been telling you about where I am, chatting away to you and stuff. I forgot to press record. Oh my god. Somebody should invent something. The second you raise your selfie stick, it starts recording. That'd be nice. Anyway, I'll cut it short because I don't want to repeat everything I've just repeated because I'll get it in the wrong order anyhow. 1, we're out for a 10k today where it's just under. 2, stretch we're coming up to not far. There's about 1.5 miles on a busy road. And it's a back country road. So the car sort of whiz round and there's some nasty bends in it. And there's nowhere to really stand off the side, so you really do have to be careful. 3, I'm a little bit stiff today. I've done all my exercises, stretching and stuff like that, but I still feel a bit stiff. So, 4, surprisingly, that sun, right, okay, we're not talking summertime, but that sun is quite warm. But we've had a lot of rain lately, so we're a bit muddy. Not too bad so far, but a bit muddy. And there is one thing I'm a bit worried about. You see, I came round here, when was it? April time. And I walked it and it was gorgeous and all like that and everything. And I thought to myself, I'll have to come run this one day. But the problem is, there's an area where you come off the main road and you cut back in to the mud. No, you cut back into like the foresty areas, and it was really overgrown then, so I'm hoping there's a gap, because if it's been left to completely overgrow, that's the only way in. If you've never watched any of my videos before and you've just clicked on this one, I do not run fast. I've had too many bloody injuries. But I'm actually running even slower today. Like I say, I feel a bit stiff. I'll soon loosen up, no doubt. I hope we're going the right way. Been a while since I've been here. Anyway, I know we're not far from the main road, so I'll oh yeah, we are going the right way. You're all right. I was just going to say I'll just check my map and bring you back, but I just remembered because there's a dip here and it drops down to, well, you couldn't call it a bridge. Well, probably the smallest bridge you've ever seen. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, smallest bridge you've ever seen. Not that there's any water running or anything, but you get a lot of horses and cows and stuff around here. Right, anyway, it's not far to the main road, so I'll bring you back when we get to the main road, okay? There we go then. I've got about 1.5 miles of this. Oh. Yeah, just checking the mic's on. I got a new mic. My other microphone was working great, but I wanted a small one, so I got the Mini 3. Oh, excuse me. Just had a drink of water. At least this first half's downhill, and this is the bit I was on about. There's just nowhere for you to get off. You just have to go into the grass. I've got my high-vis band on though, for obvious reasons. Should loosen up my joints a bit. I said I was feeling a bit stiff. if I get killed on here, as for my last will and testament, my brother gets whatever he wants and the rest goes to the RNLI lifeboat crew. Means they can sell everything. Look at all that rubbish dumped. Bloody hell. What's that? That looks like part of a jet ski or something. All that bloody rubbish everywhere. Yeah, this face downhill ain't too bad. So when you're coming the other way around, it's a murder. Because you've already done a few miles and you get to this and you think, oh God. Legs still feel stiff, but because we're going downhill, they're sort of like just loosening off a little bit at the bottom but tightening up at the top. There's a big upslope. Well, we made it off the road and we can get through this little tunnel. This is what I was worried about though, in case this was all overgrown. Hi sheep! Sorry Steve. Well, no, I'm not sorry. They say imitation is the highest form of flattery. So, hi sheep. Still sounds Scottish. Yeah, I did not like being on that road. So I hope you enjoy this little run because I don't think I'll be coming back here again. Don't like that road at all. It's very dodgy in areas. That's what I want filming. I filmed a little bit, but it's just too dodgy. You really need your wits about you. When we get a little bit up here, I'm going to stop recording again because we pass a school, and even though I would make sure nothing turns up in the video, there's bound to be, well, not bound to be, but there could be parents about who say, what are you doing, why are you filming out? It's just not worth the risk. Oh, and by the way, this fence here that has no markings on it anywhere is an electric fence. I've just seen the joining box just to keep the sheep in. But yeah, that's an electric fence. Oh, there is a sign. We've got the one sign here. But that's not, you know what I mean? All that way to this one sign here. I mean, that's why when you're out and about, it's best not to touch any fence. Whoa, this has changed. I came in here in April. Looks like somebody's been trying to build some. We've got ladders. There was a rope swing down here last time. More ladders over there. Oh well. Right, where was I? Yeah. I know it says private land there as well, but still. Yeah, when you're out and about, if you come across a fence, unless you have to, it's a normal sort of wooden gate fence. Yeah, you know what I mean. Fences like that, it's always best not to touch them, just in case they are electrified. Don't get me wrong, they're not going to kill you, right? They're just to stop the sheep or cows or horses or whatever from getting out. But at the same time, you don't know. You may have a weak heart and not know about it. Yeah. So it's always best, come across a fence, a wired fence or like that, just don't touch it. Right, the school starts just past these bushes, we don't go into the school area, we run along the side. Right, there's a fence that runs along the side, but at the same time, for reasons I've already said, I don't want to film anything along there. Just saves any arguments. Don't need the hassle, do we? Well, I'll brought you back now because we're past the school. Running at the back of people's houses, but it's only a little bit before we turn off. I think. Check my map. Well, my watch, but you know what I mean. Let me know what you think of this microphone, because microphone, is it still there? Yeah. That's the strange thing, I can't see it and I can't even feel it on my head. I'll have to see if I can figure out some sort of little cord to go around it to, I don't know, pin it to the back of my hat. Oh, bloody hell. Excuse me, just had a drink. I'll give you a laugh. Told you about my leg. Told you I have a dislocated collarbone as well. Can't do nothing about that. Well, actually, the hospital said they can take the bone out the collarbone, take a piece of bone out my hip, put the hip bone into my collarbone, and put a metal plate in my hip. I said, screw that. I mean, I can use my right arm with just about everything. There's only one thing I can't do with my right arm, is lift it straight up like that. Not without screaming in agony. There's another electric fence next to a barbed wire fence. At least with a barbed wire fence, you wouldn't even consider going near the electric one because you'd have to reach over barbed wire and you wouldn't do that. Hey horses, let's have a look at the horses. You see right now, I'll show you that right now. I only had my arm to there. Yeah, I'm holding it in my right arm. If I'd have kept going, you'd have heard me scream on the camera. Nice horses. Right, rather than me just waffling all the time, on this next bit, I'll put a bit of music on. Let you listen to a bit of music. Just get round this corner first and across, so yeah, you cut back into the field just a little bit up there, look. So I'm just going to walk this little stretch, so I'll bring you back in a second.
Down to Georgia, he was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind and he was willing to make a deal. When he came across this young man sawing on a fiddle and playing it hot, and the devil jumped up on a hickory stump and said, boy, let me tell you what. I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you'd care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now you play pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul because I think I'm better than you. The boy said, my name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet and you're gonna regret, cause I'm the best as ever been. Johnny, rosin up your bow and play your fiddle hard, cause hell's broke loose in Georgia and the devil deals the cards. And if you win, you get this shiny fiddle made of gold, but if you lose, the devil gets your soul. Opened up his case and he said, I'll start this show, and fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up his bow, and he pulled the bow across the strings and it made an evil hiss, and then a band of demons joined in and it sounded something like this.
Oof. That's my chest again. if you have asthma, don't ever be embarrassed to use your inhaler when you're outside. I mean, I just used mine on camera then, just without thinking. I needed it, I used it. But I do, when I was a bit younger, well, a lot younger, I used to be embarrassed to use it, be seen using it. And I used to try and hide in corners or go to the bathroom or, you know, that sort of thing. I was embarrassed. It was a different sort of inhaler then. It was like a capsule you put in, and when you breathed in it went zzz. Weird. But no, don't be embarrassed. Don't think, oh, we'll just wait a bit longer, I'll just wait a bit longer. Your lungs could close up. In case anyone doesn't know what asthma is, which you should, very, very, very simply put, it's like, how can I put that really simple though? Bloody hell, you can't, can I? There you go. It's like summer living on your lungs, and under certain circumstances it starts to squeeze your lungs and suffocate you. And then using your inhaler helps to open your lungs up again. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but that's it basically. That's it basically what asthma is. There are different types of asthma, but basically, well, brilliant. Basically, that's what asthma is. Oh, that's pretty. You have to stop and smell the roses from time to time, you know. It'd be great to camp in there, but it's all major private and you're you're right on top of farmers' land, so it wouldn't be a good idea. I'll tell you what, I must be remembering things different because I've lied to you. Oh, let's just wait till we get out the wind. No, actually, I'll give this mic a good test. Yeah, I lied to you. I said we're doing a 10k, about 6 mile. Alright, well I did say just under, but whatever, 6 mile. Well, I must be getting confused somewhere. For the simple reason, oh no, that's how. Went that way last time, and that adds it. That'll add the extra on. Yeah. Because at the moment, I've done 3.5 miles, so just over 5k. And calculating when I get back, it's only going to be about 5 mile. So way under the 6.2, so it'll only be about 5 mile. But as I just said, that route there, I believe I followed that route last time, and it cuts you out, brings you almost back to where you was, but it adds it up, and that's where I've done different. So to sum up, I lied to you at the beginning. We are not doing 10k today, nothing close to it. We're doing about 5 mile. Or actually, just under 5 mile, the way I've worked it out at, because I've got the distance to go on my watch and what we've already done. So if I add that up, I'm not good at bloody math either. 4.85 mile. So just under 5 mile. 4.85 mile. 4.85 mile. Just under 5 mile. So nowhere near 10k. I lied. Oh, we have got another upslope, but I'll just run down this down and then walk up the up. Yeah, as I was saying, this seems to have gone really quick, but like I said, when I came last time, sort of like end of April, it was just before I went to Scotland, so yeah, end of April, maybe the beginning of May, because I went to Scotland around about the 15th of May. But yeah, so it was hot, it was real hot, and I came the opposite way around. I sort of like came up this way, if you know what I mean. Well, obviously, you know what I mean. So I came the opposite way around, and it did seem to take a long time. I can't remember how long it took, but it seemed like, I don't know, 2.5 hours or something like that. I don't know. But this seems to have gone by real quick. I ain't checked my time, because that's something I don't like to, I'll just run to the bottom, because I'm going to be walking to the top, so. Right. So, has anybody recognised my cap? Let me give you a clue. Hang on. Yeah, right. Yeah, my cap. Let me give you a clue. You don't know this, but I can run like the wind blows. That was a terrible accent. Absolutely terrible accent that was. So have you guessed the cap anyway? Let me give you another clue. This one should give it away. My mama always said life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. There you go. Have a close look. It's Bubba Gump shrimp. Forrest Gump, Bubba Gump shrimp. He wore this to run halfway or all the way across America. Well, we're finished. This is where we started from. You missed this bit though, didn't you? Basically, run down there. Where that white car is at the bottom, 10 left. And that's when we cut through the trees. And basically that's why I got so far through and realised I forgot to click record, which I'd better have done this time. Yes. Yeah. I won't mind. Just on the back of the camera there's a light that flashes red when it's recorded. However, because of the position you're meant to hold the camera sort of like flat when you're recording, so that a lens is pointing left, a lens is pointing right, if you know what I mean. There should be a little flashy light on the side panel as well. Because I have to turn my head or turn the camera over to actually see if that light's flashing. And a few times I've forgotten. Morning. Or afternoon, whichever it is. This is a little fishing lake area. Well, there's 3 lakes actually. They're not huge, but reasonable sized. And because it's designated fishing, they keep them well stocked, no doubt. I say no doubt, I don't know. I don't come fishing here. Right then, I'll leave this one here. And yeah, simply say, as always, thanks for... I've just done a full bloody circle of my car. Oh, somebody might ask. I've got a grey alien trying to see out on that side. And we've got Paul there. I don't know. Don't ask me. Right then, anyway, as I was saying, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Whew, that's better. Thanks for watching, and yeah, cheers.